Good day, everyone. My name is Jason Nicolau, and I am an engagement manager here at Sikich. I would like to introduce you to service management inside of Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central. The tools that I'm going to show you today are designed for those organizations that provide a service like repairing a piece of equipment. This piece of equipment may or may not have been purchased from the company performing the service. Whether it is break fix or routine maintenance, Business Central will capture the service details. So please allow me to introduce you to service management inside of Business Central. First, we are going to streamline our experience and switch roles to the dispatcher. This look is very focused on managing the service team. My menu options decreased so that I am working in those areas that matter most. If my security is configured accordingly, I can still use my search box to get to other areas inside of BC. My search engine right inside of BC will show me segmented results, including pages, reports, and even help topics. At the very top of my options, BC presents my service management tools. Common tasks for a service manager or dispatcher are grouped together. The middle of my dashboard includes cues that present statistical data about my department. All of these are drillable. Getting to the details only requires a few clicks. So now that you have seen the dashboard, let's look under the hood at how service is set up. This is where I create the foundation for my organization. I can choose when warnings are created along with escalations. Next, I choose the level of details required when reporting faults during my service calls. Configuration, not custom code, is used to identify mandatory fields, defaults like response time and warranties, how I manage and bill service contracts, and finally, how all of the documents are numbered. A service item is not an inventory item. It started out as an inventory item, but when it was sold and or installed for a specific customer, it became special. Now it will live its own life so that any work done, upgrades, or components that are replaced will be tracked. Note the various columns on this list view and how warranty for parts and labor are separated. If you have a large amount of service items, filters may be needed to narrow down the results. This can be used to create lists of service items for certain customers, or a list of all of the customers that have a certain inventory item that has been serviced. If this list view still doesn't include all of the information that is needed, the view can be personalized. Once again, no custom code is required to add or subtract data from this table and present it on the screen. The next time I log in, BC will display the installation date on this page. If this was only for a bit of research, then I will remove this column from my view. Each service item will have its own card. This card will look very much like the card views in other areas, like for inventory items, purchase orders, sales orders, and all the other card views inside of Business Central. Service items are given a unique number that ties back to the original item. Here we see that the Athens desk was sold to this client, and it has been installed. Details like the serial number are housed here too. Those details that we saw on the list view are pulled from this card view. The Customer Fast tab ties the service item to the customer, the contact at the customer site, and even the location at that customer site. Think of a large manufacturing campus with multiple buildings. Now our techs are armed with all of the information required to find the equipment and make the repairs. Information from the original sale also tracks with the service item throughout its life. Inside of service, BC will track the item, the components, and even those components that have been replaced over the life of the service item. Dimensions can be applied to service items, statistics are kept, and even comments are captured to create the virtual file folder required to manage service items effectively. This is where you add comments for common problems with the product. Please note that there are resource skills that allow you to assign specific skills to the service item, and skilled resources is your list of resources and their skills. This allows the dispatcher to assign the proper resources to the proper jobs. So far, we have explored the structure of service. Let's take a look at a service order. This is what the out-of-the-box service order is going to look like. At the line level, I can see the service item number, the actual item sold, and more details about this service order. As I said, a service item takes a stock item and makes it special so that the life of that item can be tracked at the individual level. The details captured here is what creates that detailed history. This can be set up to be very detailed or not. It all depends on what your business needs. The fault codes here build on each other. The fault area code identifies a broad area. The symptom code explains the behavior, like a power interruption. The service tech then notes why the behavior is happening in the reason code, and finally, notes how it was fixed in the resolution code. The goal of all of this is to create a history and to share the knowledge so that future services to similar products can leverage what was learned here. This tool allows the tech to record what happened, how long it took, and if any components were consumed along the way. If it is a warranty item like these lines, then there won't be a charge for the service, but the costs are captured. Last but not least is reporting. Since BC is capturing all of this data, reports can be created from the table just like any other table. This means that you can build reports to monitor trends like profitability for your service orders, just like a sales order report. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about service management inside of Business Central. What was presented today is only one way, not the only way, to manage service with BC. The architecture used by Business Central is leveraged by over 150,000 firms worldwide. In order to become the platform for your digital transformation, leading practices from a variety of industries, tools for different sizes of organizations, and hooks to connect to other solutions are critical components of Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central. Please contact us directly or visit sikich.com to start your journey to digital transformation.